inside Belgium, just behind those settling down Julius, followed by Dandy Kid, Joffa Gemma, Class Act, Wise Words, Free Gold, Prince Benbarra defined. On the first turn, Julius working pretty hard on the outside, but takes it up and strode 2.5 to Manahai Miss, a length into L'Chaim. They're followed by Dandy Kid travelling forward, back to the inside, then Belgium, 2 to Joffa Gemma, half Class Act, followed by Wise Words defined. Free Gold and Prince Benbarra at the 650 metre mark, and Dandy Kid out deep has gone up now to head off Julius. A half then to Manahai Miss from L'Chaim. Belgium back on the inside from Joffa Gem, and further back a Class Act. Prince Benbarra pulled to the outside. 450 out with his big weight Dandy Kid. He's out wide. A half Manahai Miss, and over on the inside Julius. Now Belgium gets onto the bitters, running on fairly to fourth, nearing the turn. Then Wise Words and Prince Benbarra. On the turn though, and on Dandy Kid has gone up to Manahai Miss, followed by Julius. Belgium under some pressure, and then came Prince Benbarra, but Dandy Kid sprinted clear on the home straight. He got away from Manahai Miss. Prince Benbarra with a late run down the outside, but Dandy Kid does it again at the Valley and wins by 3 lengths. Second home, Prince Benbarra, 2 away, third, Belgium. Then Joffa Gem from Wise Words, Manahai Miss, Free Gold, Julius, then a Class Act, and tail with Define.
1 Dandy Kid, 280, 140, 2 Prince Barra, $1.90, 13.6 Belgium, $1.80.
Correct weight Brisbane, 185. Protest upheld at Warwick Farm. Amended numbers 1, 2 and 4. Now waiting the numbers at Newcastle.
Okay, 1 Dandy Kid, 260, 140 Melbourne, 2 Prince Benbarra, 186 Belgium, 190. Those selections for the next Gold Coast, which is due in about 2 minutes, are 2 from 5 and 1 with 2 Pacific, the late mail special.
Protest third. Off this time. Who is going to lead? It's quite a bustle up with He's Embargoed and Crispin 2 going forward, and the same for Rich Sound, and not far back Erogenous with T.O. Brave Boy, and then comes $1 Million Mickey working forward, but pratted very wide from Pride Rock and Humarond. Elite Trooper next to last, and dropping out to the rear is Ancient Lights. It's Crispin going to the front at the 1200 narrowly though from He's Embargoed. T.O. Brave Boy followed by Rich Sound, and then comes on the inside Erogenous. $1 Million Mickey's eased back, and he's racing centre field now from Pride Rock on his outside. Humoron nearer to the fence from Elite Trooper, and a couple of lengths to Ancient Lights. They work their way onto the side, going past the 900 marker, and Crispin left alone to lead by more than a length on He's Embargoed. Rich Sound is galloping third from T.O. Brave Boy on the outside of Erogenous. One further back is Pride Rock, and one off the fence next, the favourite $1 Million Mickey, and then Humoron from Elite Trooper, and still about 2.5 to 3 lengths Ancient Lights. No great change in the order, 800 metres to go, and Crispin is the leader, 3/4 on He's Embargoed. Third is Rich Sound. They're going along quickly. Fourth on the inside is Erogenous. A length further back is T.O. Brave Boy. Dan Beasley calling upon the favourite now, $1 Million Mickey. It's circling the field from Humoron, Pride Rock, Elite Trooper and Ancient Lights a distant last. Crispin straightens up, leads by more than a length now. He's Embargoed. $1 Million Mickey would need to get a move on. He's out in the middle of the track, and Crispin in front, but here's Humoron. $1 Million Mickey can't do any better, but Humoron swept upon Crispin. Humoron put the body in front and is drawing away from Crispin, and then Erogenous. Pride Rock will get third, maybe Erogenous, but an easy win to Humoron from Crispin, with Pride Rock and Erogenous hitting it locked together for the minor. Then Elite Trooper, Rich Sound, followed by $1 Million Mickey. He disappointed. Ancient Lights beat 2 in, and they were He's Embargoed and T.O. Brave Boy. Humoron.
Number 5, Humoron, $8.10 and $2.30. Number 6, Crispin, $2.50, and possibly 1 Pride Rock for third, $5.10. That treble paid well, $378 on the combination 115.
Toss up for third. Gee, I tell you what, he was disappointing, $1 Million Mickey. Good thing beaten, they tell me, out here at the meeting on the 10th of June. I had a look at that replay, and I concur with the critics and the judges. But today, every possible chance. When called upon, he gave absolutely zilch. Here are the numbers. 5, Humoron, ridden by Matthew Carl, first. Number 6 is second, that is Crispin Brad Stewart. And number 10 is third, and that is Erogenous, ridden by Grant Buckley. The winner to pay $9.80 scored out here at a recent meeting. and $2.50. $3 second, $1.70 third, $43.40 was the Quinella. An exactor of $96.90 and the trifecta $478.10. Humoronde is trained on the track by Guy Walter. Guy Walter's had a phenomenal season, and that was his 36th Metropolitan winner for the season and his 50.5 winner in New South Wales for the season. This mare is by Umatilla from Journey Beyond, trained by Guy for J and Mrs. F and Mr. M.S. Middleton, Mrs. M.N. Gibson and Miss M.A. Palmer, and ridden by Matthew Carl. Time was 1:36.71. Now the totes.
Racing now. Elmirada began nicely. Pleasure Giver began fairly well. King Lotto's going forward. Charlie Chops fast away. Guineas is ridden forward in the early stages. He's showing plenty of dash. City Fair's just behind the speed. Super Espion is burning them off, and as they race to the first bend, it's Super Espion in front. Roulette settling second. Alpine Express third. There's City Fair dashing around them 3 wide to 4th. Guineas and King Lotto just off the speed. Charlie Chops is next on the inside of Dasher Bay. Elmirada Major Victory. Antiquity's well back. He's third last and 3 wide. Second last Pleasure Giver, and then Normal Practice approaching the home turn. 500 metres left to go. Super Espion in front, pressured now by Roulette on the outside. City Fair's never been on the track. Just behind them Alpine Express, King Lotto and Guineas coming to the outside. Dasher Bay coming wide as well. Charlie Chops is sticking to the inside. 350 metres out. Super Espion joined by Roulette, who dashed quickly on the outside, and he sprinted to the front. Roulette's a length in front. Charlie Chops is getting into the clear, and King Lotto's charging down the outside. King Lotto coming after Roulette. King Lotto hit the lead. Here comes Elmirada. Elmirada's flying. He went to King Lotto. Elmirada picked his nose in front, and he's got the prize. Elmirada first, second King Lotto, third maybe Normal Practice flying home. Roulette's in that bunch as well. Alpine Express, Antiquity, Guineas, Pleasure Giver, Major Victory, Charlie Chops. He pulled up pretty quickly after going over the line. City Fair, well back Super Espion, and Dasher Bay, one of the last home.
5 Elmirada 10.20 and 3.80. Number 10 second King Lotto 2.10. 11 for third Normal Practice 4.40.
Number 5, Elmirada to pay 9 even and 3 even. 10 for second King Lotto, $2 even. Those for third 11 Normal Practice. A big run, $4.60, or number 11, or number 9 rather, Roulette at $4.10.
10 gets second King Lotto. 11 Normal Practice is third, and Roulette is held for fourth. Roulette was the one sprinting to the lead just after they headed for home, but then they started to swoop on him. Elmirada was the one that really picked up and slipped to the front. King Lotto was going with Elmirada, just couldn't match him, and then Normal Practice flew on the outside. Elmirada the winner. Tremper Butt Cummings, Spirit Eagle Farm, ridden by Michael Carlers, by Old Moxie out of Gales Glance. A Bletchingley mare is raced by BL Mrs. EM and DL Latte. Second
3 to 1, second elect number 4, and Irish Silk number 5.
Racing out in a perfect line too. One of the best away near the inside bagpipes today, with Bush Outlaw and Grand Bay travelling forward. Happy Paint just off them. Principe walked the fence too to Captain Clipper. Further back the Shiner. Go Dave Go. Lombardo Boy and Mrs. Bentley. Down at the 850 turn, bagpipes. Near the inside, let a neck now to Grand Bay, who's almost on terms. A length then to Bush Outlaw and Happy Paint the Grey. Nice and handy now from the Shiner. Principe walked near the inside. Go Dave Go is tracking deep. A length then to Captain Clipper, Lombardo Boy, and last of all is Mrs. Bentley. 600 out. Grand Bay well off the fence, about a neck in front of bagpipes. Go Dave Go's gone forward quickly around the outside on the orange jacket. A length further back the Shiner. Happy Paint back nearer the inside, picking up some ground. Bush Outlaw lost ground from Lombardo Boy. Principe walk, Captain Clipper, Mrs. Bentley. 400 to go, nearing the turn. Grand Bay out deep with Go Dave Go, and Lombardo Boy is winding up out wide. Happy Paint back nearer the inside. The Shiner behind those from Captain Clipper. On the turn, Go Dave Go, Grand Bay, Lombardo Boy, Happy Paint nearer the inside, and Captain Clipper out wider. Go Dave Go, Grand Bay, Lombardo Boy, and Captain Clipper out deep, followed by the Shiner and Mrs. Bentley. Go Dave Go, Grand Bay and Lombardo Boy. Go Dave Go wins it a neck to either Lombardo Boy or Grand Bay. Fourth, Captain Clipper. The Shiner behind those from Happy Paint, Mrs. Bentley. Principe walk, bagpipes. Bush Outlaw last of all.
9 Go Dave Go 6.20 and 2.30. Photo the Miners. 5 Lombardo Boy 5.60. 3 Grand Bay 3 even.
9 Go Davo Go, $5.90 and $2.10. Those for the minors. Number 5 Lambada Boy, $4.80. 3 Grand Bay, $2.90.
With Captain Clipper close up in the 4th placing, number 9. Go Davo Go. Neville Wilson drew the outside gate, track wide most of the way, and has scored. Lambada Boy finishing well out in the centre, and Grand Bay back near the inside in this photo for the minors.
Correct weight. Newcastle
9 in a photo
135.
and 1:14.1. 9 in a photo. They've run 1:14.1, which adds credence to the performance of Dandy Kid around 1:13.7. And number 5 has got second Lambada Boy after the photo, and third number 3 Grand Bay. So the numbers here are 953. Captain Clipper number 10 officially 4th. 953.
9 Go Davo Go, 6.20, 2.30. 5 Lambada Boy, 5.60. 3 Grand Bray at $3 even.
The stalls open, and there they go. Zaquita best away from Lanolin. The stalls open, and there they go. Zaquita best away from Lanolin, commencing well Bozeman, and right up there today is Touch the Groom, and Touch of Sun from a widish alley is going forward, and as they travel past the winning post, and here it's a good keen race for the lead. Touch of Sun is getting across the face of the field to race over onto the rails to lead now from Lanolin and Bozeman. Zaquita 4th, and then Simmigan 5th, followed closely by Party Bell. Touch the Groom is going to be pratted out pretty wide. Grampians racing in the middle, and Star Covered and Triple Crown are second, last and last respectively. Along past the 1,500 metres, and Touch of Sun shows the way about 2.5 lengths on Lanolin. Bozeman is running third, and 2 lengths away next is Zaquita as they go over the crossing at the 1,400. 1 to Simmigan, a similar margin then to Party Bell, followed by Touch the Groom, who's racing 3 or 4 off the inside rail, and between horses next is Grampian, second last Star Covered, and still last of all is Triple Crown. Touch of Sun is left alone in front and going to the far bend, and travelling up past the 1,100 marker. Touch of Sun about 2 lengths clear on Lanolin. Third posse is Bozeman, and then comes Simmigan galloping 4th, followed closely by Touch the Groom, who's been wide from the word go. Zaquita just shading him on the inside, and between the pair Grampians, and then Party Bell, Triple Crown, and last of all is Star Covered. Touch of Sun the leader, and onto the side going past the 750. Touch of Sun leads Lanolin about a length, with Bozeman racing next, followed on the inside by Simmigan, and the rider Matthew Carl hard at work with the Persuader on Simmigan. A gap of 1.5 lengths to Touch the Groom, and then comes Triple Crown, Grampians, followed by Zaquita, and Party Bell and Star Covered of the last pair, racing to the bend, approaching the 400 marker, and Touch of Sun's been the leader from pretty well the word go, and around the corner he comes, 3/4 on the well back Lanolin, and 2 lengths away next is Bozeman, followed by Simmigan, battling on, and then Touch the Groom, Grampians. Zaquita heads the others at the 200 marker. Touch of Sun, Simmigan fighting on, Touch the Groom, and then Lanolin and Grampians. Simmigan hits the front, Grampians after it. Simmigan, Grampians, they reach the line. Grampians narrowly from Simmigan and Touch of Sun. Then Touch the Groom, Lanolin, followed by Star Covered, Zaquita, Triple Crown, and Party Bell and Bozeman second, last and last respectively. Stand by for it. Play.
6 Grampians to pay $5.60, $2.30. 7 Simmigan, $2.10, and 4 Touch of Sun, $1.70.
To pay $5.50 and $1.80. Perfect ride by John Marshall. Perfect. Simmigan fought on very, very well indeed. By golly, he was hard at it. With Matthew Carl pulling the Persuader on him, the 600, $5.50. He battled on doggedly and has gone under by a narrow, very narrow margin. Here are the numbers 6, 7 and 4. Number 6, Grampians, J. Marshall first. And on the tote in New South Wales, has paid $5.50 and $1.80. Number 7 is second, Simmigan, Matthew Carl, $3.40. And third placing going to number 4, Touch of Sun, ridden by Brad Stewart, has paid $2. Quinella, $35.40. Exacta, $50.70. The trifecta, $392.20. The 5 into 6 daily double, $58.70. The first 4 today on 6, 7, 4, and number 9 ran 4th, Touch the Groom in that previous. The first 4, $2,351.60. The winner, trained by John Hawkes for the Woodland stud by Dane Hill from Balmoral. He was the youngest runner in the race, Grampians, a 3-year-old bay colt, and beautifully ridden by John Marshall to score in 2 minutes 10.05. Yeah, he really has it all as a jockey, doesn't he, John Marshall, and has proven that over a long span, particularly on a middle distance horse. He's
Up to grab River.
Racing. Camarina began nicely. Brave Prince fast away. Swift Knight began okay, but he's drifting back. Going forward, Lady Solville. Vitaman written forward in the early part. Arctic Venture caught a little wide as they go past the post the first time, then Classify. Then Yellow Roy. Next is Swift Knight. Kiwana Con outside of Kincourt. Dame Kath and Mr. Prudent. Going to the turn out of the straight, running past the 1800. Camarina's the leader. She's a length and a half in front. Vitaman striding up to be second on the outside, and Brave Prince is a length away third. Followed then by Lady Solville. She's fourth. Arctic Venture still a little wide, 3 deep. Over on the inside is Yellow Roy, followed by Classify, Kiwana Con, Kincourt. Back third last is Swift Knight, second last Mr. Prudent, and Dame Kath is last of all. Camarina's in front, 1,500 metres to go. Remember this time last year, she led all of the way in the Derby. Well, Boss has got her in front today. 1,400 metres out, Camarina a half length in front. Vitaman is sitting second. Now, Arctic Venture was trapped out wide. He's got no option but to let him slide, and he's raced around them 3 wide to go to the front now. Coming up to the 1,200, Arctic Venture takes over. He's a length and a half in front of Vitaman. Camarina now settling third on the inside. Brave Prince is next, followed by Lady Solville. Then there's a gap of 2 lengths to Classify. Yellow Roy's on the inside. Swift Knight a little wide. Kiwana Con is next in the middle. One in trouble up about midfield. I think it was Lady Solville. She must have struck a little bit of trouble there. Kincourt is next on the inside of Kiwana Con, and Mr. Prudent is last of all. As they come down the side now, they've got 800 metres left to go. Arctic Venture given a little bit of a breather. Arctic Venture shows the way, a neck in front. Second on the outside is Vitamin. Brave Prince is parked away third, a length and a half off the speed. Camarina's now fourth on the inside, followed by Lady Solville. She's getting a go on again. She's improving on the outside. Classify in the centre. A length further back to Kiwana Con, Swift Knight, then Yellow Roy. Further back came Dame Kath as they approached the home turn. Kincourt coming to the outside, and Mr. Prudent is still at the rear. Into the straight now in the Tattersalls Cup, and Brave Prince the Grey is sprinting quickly on the outside, and he surged to a clear lead. He dashed away from them. Brave Prince is 3 lengths in front of Vitaman. Camarina, Classify. On the outside, Kiwana Con running on fairly well, and then Kincourt, but it's all Brave Prince. He's striding out nicely with 100 metres to go. He's 3 lengths in front of Camarina and Kiwana Con, and Brave Prince is bolting away with the cup. It's Brave Prince going to the line to win by 3 lengths. Camarina second, Kiwana Con third, then Classify and Kincourt. Mr. Prudent doing his best work at the end. Further back was Arctic Venture, Vitaman, Dame Kath, Yellow Roy, Swift Knight and Lady Solville.
Number 3, Brave Prince, 710, 230. 1, Camarina, 190, and 12, Kiwana Con at $4.90.
On the Super Tab there, number 3, Brave Prince to return for the win, 680. The place 221, Camarina 170, and 12 for third, Kiwana Con, $4.70. 3, 1 and 12 they should be there. Catch up on some totes. Moonee Valley race 6 on 9, 5 and 3, 9.
Stalls back racing. Out in a good line too. Near the inside, Plashka left the gate quickly with Sir Boom, and more action, Sir Swayze behind those. Chow Baby out in the middle is travelling forward from the outside. Happy Star and O'Malley's Boy. Down on the first turn, they race. Plashka led, Sir Boom, Chow Baby, Sir Swayze. Happy Star wider out, just behind them, more action. O'Malley's Boy going around the outside from Irish Heart, who's up in the middle, a length and a half strident. He's Regal, Ushku, the snookered on the fence, a length for the back, Colorado Ring for Sardo. Straight Clip last of all, down the back of the 1,000. And the leader, Plashka, by a length to Sir Boom, 2.5 for the back, Chow Baby. Happy Star and Eck away, fourth the outside, 2 further back in the race, O'Malley's Boy. More action the inside, a length for the back, Sir Swayze. They're followed by Irish Heart around Ushku, a length into He's Regal. Then Strident about 12 lengths off the front from Fasado, Colorado Ring, and Straight Clip coming down the side. It's been a good even tempo, set up by Plashka, 3/4 to Sir Boom. 2 or 3 O'Malley's Boy's gone up third around Happy Star. They're followed by Irish Heart. Ushku has got off the fence. More action back to the inside now of Chow Baby, and further back Sir Swayze. At the 450 metre mark, Plashka about 3/4 in front from Sir Boom, and more action has run up behind them trying to get out. Irish Heart has whizzed around the outside from Happy Star. Then further back, Ushku getting out deep. On the turn, Sir Boom put his head in front. Irish Heart has grabbed him, and more action got the run through. Further out is Ushku down the outside. Irish Heart hit the front. Stablemate, more action after it from Ushku. Irish Heart in front. More action back on the inside, and Ushku. It's Irish Heart in front of more action. position. Irish Heart just in front. Irish Heart, 3/4 more action ahead. Third, Ushku. Then late with Fasado and Stride now deep from Saboon behind them. A gap in the race further back than Plashka, Happy Star, Straight Clip. Chow Baby, Colorado Rings, Sir Swayze, he's Regal. O'Malley's Boy near the back of the field.
Number 13, Irish Heart, 23.10 and 5.20. Number 3, More Action, 1.90. Number 4, Ushku, $2.60.
Now, firstly, Newcastle Toad.
Now on the Super Tab at Melbourne, that winner 13, Irish Heart on the Super Tab, $24.20, $6. 3 More Action, 1.90 for Ushku at $2.50. Paul Langham, off out of the studio. Well done, Paul. A job well done, and a good 6 hours work there from Paul. Should be more of it. Dividends are coming through at our previous venue, which was Hobart.
Very tightly bunched field. 400. Gates open, and there they go. Red Ivory didn't jump Paul that brilliantly, and actually Lucky Bear is the early leader. Holy Grail wide out. Kingston Way, the Victorian, moving forward, and here's Ronnie's going to take up the lead. And as they come down past the 200 on the first occasion, here's Ronnie, about 3/4 to a length on Kingston Way, reefing for rain. Holy Grail on a limb third. His stablemate is nicely posied fourth, the inside Fuego Bravo. Lucky Bear is travelling next on the outside of Gira Star, a length to Rip On by, pulling and reefing. The Doctor's Son wide, Dustess of the fence in the centre is Expect a Star. And then Duty Officer followed by Making Fay, Red Ivory and Subway wide out is last. As they swing on the turn out of the straight now and up by the 1,700 metres, here's Ronnie left alone in front, about a length and a quarter clear on the Ballarat train Kingston Way. Third is Fuego Bravo. Holy Grail getting a little closer to the fence, fourth, about one away from Same Now. Then Gira Star followed closely by Lucky Bear, Rip On by on the fence, and then the Doctor's Son. Off the track is Subway, then Dust Desert, Expect a Star, followed by Duty Officer, Making Face second last, and Red Ivory in last position. They race along past the 1,300 metres, and it's here's Ronnie in front by about a length or so on Kingston Way. On the fence, Fuego Bravo. Holy Grail's rider's gone up very quickly. Didn't want Bowman on Here's Ronnie to dictate terms. And in the twinkling of an eye, Dan Beasley's taken Holy Grail to the lead. And Holy Grail, the bookie's favourite, a length and a quarter. Here's Ronnie over the back. Third is Kingston Way from Fuego Bravo. A little more than a length the Subway, joined on the inside by Gira Star. And then comes Expect a Star, followed by Rip On by. A gap of a length the Lucky Bear, and then Red Ivory, followed by the Doctor's Son, Dustessa. Second last Duty Officer, and Making Fires last of all with 800 metres left to travel. Race number 8, Warwick Farm at Holy Grail. 3/4 of a length on Here's Ronnie from Kingston Way. Fuego Bravo locked away, and then Gira Star, Subway. Expect a Star is starting to circle the field with Red Ivory on the fence, Rip On by. And then comes Lucky Bear, a length the Doctor's Son, Dustessa, Duty Officer, and Making Fires last of all. 400 metres to go, and it's Holy Grail. It's been a daring ride by Danny Beasley, and Holy Grail and the Star Thoroughbred colours swings. A length and a half on its stablemate Fuego Bravo, who's had a soft run. 2 to Here's Ronnie, and then a gap to Rip On by and Gira Star. At the 200, Dan Beasley pulls the Persuader on Holy Grail. Fuego Bravo's bridging the gap, and then Gira Star, Rip On by Here's Ronnie, but Fuego Bravo went to Holy Grail, headed him off, and Fuego Bravo comes away to beat Holy Grail and Rip On by. And then Gira Star, Here's Ronnie, followed in by Making Fire to gap the Doctor's Son, and then Dustess of the fence. Good margin, Duty Officer, Kingston Way, then Lucky Bear, Expect a Star, Subway, and Absolute was Red Ivory. Had a beautiful run in Transit 11. Fuego Bravo has scored in the last and has paid $5.20 and $1.90. $5.20 and $1.90. And in the ring, he'd start around about 7 to 1. The bookie's favourite was Holy Grail at around the 9 to 2 mark, who's run second.
Okay, leave Ian there for a moment. Number 11, Fuego Bravo, 410, 190. 8, Holy Grail, 230. And number 3, Rip On by, will return $3.20. It is a photo for third there. Eagle Farm, the last.
2, Joe Bananas into 760 has been tried late as we head back to the track. This is a 2,500 metre race to round off proceedings. We've got Brisbane all paying on the last, the Tattersalls Mile, and also the last Sydney correct weight there. Back to the G-Man at Moonee Valley, Greg Miles.
There's Zealy Lad going into the gates now, so they're all in, ready to go. Foxman the top pick. And away they go. Astro Teddy down on the inside, jumped okay. One of the first out, Zealy Lad on the outside with Copper Wildwood. Mr. Musical going through, and so is Gascoigne down on the inside looking for his favourite role in front. As they settle down now, it's Gascoigne by almost a length, but Zealy Lad moving up on the outside. Mr. Musical third, Casino Heights a half length away fourth, a length and a half to Joe Bananas. Foxman over on the inside behind him, and they're trailed by Copper Wildwood. Regal Royal is going forward three deep, and then Astro Teddy, Flirty Bird and Brush with Fame as last as they enter the straight the first time. Gascoigne, the leader, is about a half on Zealy Lad on the outside. Couple of lengths away, Casino Heights. Lobbing along nicely, third outside, Mr. Musical. A length and a half behind those then is Joe Bananas. He just wants a little more rain, pulling a bit the outside of Foxman. A couple of lengths to Copper Wildwood. Regal Royal, Astro Teddy, second last, Flirty Bird and Brush with Fame as last of all as they head out to the 1600 metres. Light drizzling rain falling now, and Gascoigne a little over a length up. Running second, Zealy Lad over on the inside, Mr. Musical. Fourth the outside, Casino Heights given a perfect run. Foxman fifth the rail, half a length away to Joe Bananas. A couple of lengths to Copper Wildwood on the inside of Regal Royal, and they're trailed by Astro Teddy, Flirty Bird next to last, and last of all is Brush with Fame. Little or no change for some time out to the 1200. Gascoigne by 2 lengths, Zealy Lad. Mr. Musical third. Casino Heights fourth the outside. 1.5 to Foxman back fifth on the inside. And he's trailed further back by Joe Bananas, and then a couple of lengths to Regal Royal outside of Copper Wildwood. 2.5 behind them is Flirty Bird, Astro Teddy and Brush with Fame at the 900. And Gascoigne led by about a length and a half or two. Zealy Lad running second on the inside. Third, Mr. Musical. One away, Casino Heights. Two, Joe Bananas. Foxman now niggled at down on the inside. Two, Regal Royal. Flirty Bird pulling out wide. Copper Wildwood is next, and then Brush with Fame and Astro Teddy. Gascoigne led up the side. About a neck in front now from Zealy Lad. Joe Bananas let loose with his runners joining them with Casino Heights, so a great battle up front. Couple of lengths away then is Foxman, and he's trailed by Mr. Musical. Joe Bananas wide out, took the lead before the home turn. Joe going for home, leads by nearly a length. Casino Heights and Zealy Lad down on the inside. Then Gascoigne and Foxman battling away round the turn, and Joe Bananas kicked away by 2 lengths. He crossed straight down to the rail. Joe Bananas in front from Casino Heights. He kicked away Joe. Then Zealy Lad, Foxman battling away on the outside, but Joe Bananas well clear with 100 to go. He's 3 in front from Casino Heights and Foxman, and Joe Bananas wins it well. Stayed the trip brilliantly. Joe Bananas first, Casino Heights second, Foxman third, Zealy Lad fourth.
Pat Ferris it was in the saddle, and 4, 3 and 2 the placings across the line. It's $7 the win, $2.40 the place, and it's $1.80 Casino Heights, Foxman $1.70. Our thanks to Greg Miles today from Moonee Valley, and it was 4, 3 and 2. He was pretty keen on Joe Bananas in the last, and Pat Ferris salutes on the last in the program. That's page 1 of the Gold Coast market, which is just updating. New figures coming through now on the tote. Queensland TAB, our good friends there. Turjul at $8.80. Super Blast at $13. And $8.60 for Vorton. $7.80 for the Scoundrel. Lenny Hill. He's a bit of a scoundrel on the golf course, but he's one heck of a good jockey.